Howdy, 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 folks. How is everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, December 5th, 2017. And it is 7 p.m. And I am tired. So how is everybody doing? Let's see who we got in the house. We have the always present Carrie, my darling daughter-in-law, Epiphany Craft Studio. We have Andrea here in the house, and Diana Warner, and Kiki. How's everybody doing? Where's my lovely son? My little poopsie doodle. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just, you know, my leg hurts, but, and my right hand is still a little sore, but otherwise I'm pretty much okay, guys. I have to dig some stuff out to do this, so. Hello there, Crystal. How are you? And hello, Nightbot. And there's Pam Taylor. How you all doing? Hello, Diana. I saw Pam over there today at Carla's at Caged Fish. She was on today live. It was a great stream. We were talking about she was working in her hi Moena. She was working in her collage books, her glue books, and they were really beautiful. She does great work. I love her. There's Moo. We watched Moo today too. Got to meet her little petal. She has a as her standby screen for her live streams. She has a picture of hi PJ. She has a picture of her hamster named Petal, and I demanded to see Petal today. Well, this is the biggest hamster I have ever seen in my life. She must weigh probably as much as my son's pit bull Lincoln. She is huge. That's no Petal that I've ever seen. But she is adorable, and I want her. I told Moena that I was going to quietly sneak into her house and kidnap Petal and hold her for ransom. She can always send me the chicken lino that she's working on as a payment. So there's my son PJ. I'm still on a high with my grandson winning his state championship game. Hi Jacqueline, how are you? I haven't gotten a chance to upload the videos yet. So I took videos, short videos of just when my grandson was on the field. So basically the offensive side of the team. Hi Dar, how are you, darling? So yeah. That'd be a long trip for a hamster. Yes, indeedy. Well, maybe I could, you know, just reach in through the camera and snatch him that way. I mean, I'm sure I could borrow a TARDIS. I mean, they're all over in England, right? Oh, boy, my leg hurts. Holy crap. Oh. So, as many of you know, man, is that swollen? I fell down the stairs yesterday morning. I was going outside to open up the chicken food. She's had pasta since and chewed on a cardboard tube. No wonder she's a little on the hefty size. Hi, Becky. How are you? Yeah, so I was going out to feed the chickens yesterday morning, and oh, Crystal's going to pour on her balls tonight. I can't wait to see that. So let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was going out to open up the chicken food, yesterday morning, and I didn't realize that there was ice on the steps. Well, I hit the top step, and yeah, I went down in a very undignified, unladylike, less plop. And I went down on my right side for the most part, but twisted midway down, and my leg got stuck in the steps and got dragged down the steps, and I landed on the concrete patio. And I luckily had my phone on me, so I called Sanjay, but unfortunately, as is usual, Sanjay doesn't have his phone with him. He's got to go hunting all over the house to try and find it. And while he was in the living room trying to find his phone, he heard me screaming. So, hi Joyce! So I got up and my leg immediately started to swell. My ankle was like, it looked like I had a large... Hi Nanzilla, how are you? Yeah, I had a large orange stuck to my ankle, so I went and stayed in bed all day, and Sanjay took me to urgent care yesterday. So nothing was broken, but I did sprain that leg pretty bad, and I did sprain this bone or this something in my hand. So so that was my Monday. Not the best way to start a week. Yeah. Well, luckily, I mean, the saving grace is the fact that I have a lot of extra padding. So, you know, nothing vulnerable, you know, really got hit hard. Can I add a Nightbot timer for the Friday show? Yes, you can, darling. Hello, Pamela. How are you? And Joyce. And who else came in? Nanzilla. Nanzilla is Nancy, yes? I'm hoping. So, yeah, I don't do well on ice. If I had known that there was ice, I never would have tried it. Ow! Ooh! Oh, God. I bent over to touch my ankle, and it is screaming. So, okay. So, Nanzilla is Nancy. Okay. So, I have a wee bit of haulage to show. More stuff coming in from China. A couple others came in earlier in the week, but I opened them. Nothing spectacular, just some beads. But let me switch over to overhead. And I will zoom in for the reveal. Or Nan, that's fine. Okay. Scissors. Okay. I love these little pearlized bags. I don't know if there's a way to gracefully open them, or no, they're pretty much a one-shot deal. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Kiki, boy, would I love to be there for that, huh? Kiki is planning a large shopping excursion for Ohio crafters. Okay. Yeah, there's no information on what this is. I believe that these are just silver spacer beads, or they possibly could be crimping beads. Not exactly sure. But they sure are sparkly and pretty. Okay, so that's that one. This bag is nothing special. Okay. Oh, I've been at work all day, so you know, my foot's been dangling all day. I'm not going to worry about it. These I just thought were cute. These are supposed to be stone. Oh, well, the pearlized ones, I don't know. You know, probably I'm going to throw it out. Save enough of them, right? These are stone of some kind, and I don't recall what kind, but they're interesting. Here we go. Oh, these are the lobster claw clasps I asked for. And these you can use as dangles for your journals. And speaking of which, hello Wendy, how are you? Speaking of which, dangles for journals, that reminds me that they're not very big dangles, but you know, we'll make do. On Friday, we are starting a brand new weekly show. It's called The Cranky Crafters, and it is between me. Well, these are from the first pile, Janet. This was from the 11/11 sale that AliExpress had. So that's what those are from. It's still trickling in. But anyway, yes, we're going to have a new weekly show. It's called The Cranky Crafters, and it is between myself and my lovely daughter-in-law, Carrie, Epiphany Craft Studios. And we are holding the show on her channel to give her some more exposure. And the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the basics of making a journal. Yes, darling, I know I should elevate my leg. It has not been elevated all day, so it'll be elevated when I go to sleep tonight. It is hot and it is still swollen, so. And I don't know what's in here. It's certainly wrapped very well. Hello there, Janie. How are you? Oh, you just ordered the lobster claws? Yeah, these, well, this is, I think they come in different sizes. But yes, you can get larger ones. If you know who Nina Rabina is, she is a lovely artist from England, and she has a really nice channel. Oh, I'm hanging in there, Janie. Thank you. Hello, Mary. She has a lovely channel, and she has been making all sorts of dangles for purses, and she's got large lobster claw clasps, and they're really nice. Oh, they're different. The sizes have different numbers. These are, I think they're probably 12 by 6 millimeter. That seems about what that means. So there's a 12 millimeter tall and 6 millimeter across. Aren't those handbag charms beautiful? So yeah, she's go check out her channel, and you can see she's got real large. Hello there, Recycled Cottage and Garden. She's got beautiful large lobster clasps that clip right onto your purse. So check her out. She also, if you don't know who she is, please go subscribe to her channel and comment on every video. She is definitely worth watching. And she also has a monthly giveaway on her challenge. And she always has a nice, hi Dawn. She also has a nice prize package that she does every month. Okay, so what is in here? Bubble wrap always comes in handy. We're doing textures tonight. Let's see. Oh, these are the cracked glass beads. Okay, these are really cool. I'll open up one bag for you. Who else came in? Haley Sparkle Stitch and Stick. How you doing? These are cracked glass beads, and they are certainly sparkly and pretty. I got them in this green color and a magenta color, and then a pink and gold color. So that is the haul. I have no idea if I'm near the end of the list or not. Okay. What else did I get? I got these the other day. I think I might have shown these to you. I'm not sure. These are, I can't say, I don't know if they're called Briole beads, I think. They have they have a hole across the top here. Right, let's see if you can see that point. Right across the point above my fingernail. So that's how they get strung. And let's see, we've got a light green, emerald green, a sapphire blue, and a bright orange. So they're pretty. Okay. So tonight we're going to be doing jelly plate textures. Briolé. Briolé. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, darling. All right, so I have a jelly plate here. And, oh, let me zoom out a little bit. Dum-dum. Okay. Oh, I gotta clean that. That's a mess. Or maybe I'll use the other side. You went to a restaurant supply store today and you got 3 sizes of cups and lids for pouring and a huge pan to make a giant jelly plate in. Oh, that's fantastic. We have a restaurant supply here on Long Island also. There's some glitter on here that I'm trying to get off. And I go there a lot. That's where I got, you know, a huge stack of the 4 ounce and the 2 ounce pouring cups. These cups here. And the lids. And just remember, if you get these cups and these lids from different sources, keep them together because not every lid will fit every cup. Okay, I learned that the hard way and I ended up wearing a lot of paint. Alright, so I will just kind of rest that over there for now. And I'm going to try and dig out a baby wipe and clean this thing. Oh, you're going to hit the hay. Alright, well thanks for stopping by. I certainly appreciate it. I hope you will subscribe and come back. Okay. Hello, Sandra. How are you, darling? You just missed my haul of beads from AliExpress. Nothing too glamorous, but trying to get the sparkles off of my jelly plate because sparkles tend to dig in. Oh, wonderful. Well, you have a good night, sweetie. She's already subbed. That's good. I'm trying to build my subscriber base. Okay. So this is night 2 into exploring the wonderful world of making painty papers in preparation for our very first swap on our Facebook group. Sorry for the squeak, squeak, squeak. But I know it's clean now. One of these days I have to get around to actually making another one of these. Alright, so that should be... I'll try and keep it over here. And I have to dig out my brayer. And that's going to be quite interesting, guys. So, hello, Lynn. How are you, darling? And Sandra's putting away the groceries. Oh, now my other leg's starting to hurt. I'm probably starting to bruise in places I would rather not bruise. All right, I have to pull out some tonnage here to try and find. Oh, welcome to my world here. I have to pull out some stuff to find my brayer. Because, you know, lack of storage area. Where is my brayer? there's all of my stamps falling over. I do have a brayer. I have these. I can play with those. There's another one that makes quick work of texture. So there's that one. Let's see what else I got in here. I have some corrugated cardboard. I made this stamp already out of some wallpaper, and that's, for the most part tonight, that's what we will be using for our texture wallpaper. Where the heck is my brayer? It's not in there. Okay. Time to make a pile in another location. And continue looking for my brayer. So that leaves only a few places left. You know, I should have looked for this before. I started to look for it. Pretty sure it's in the drawer. That's where I've always kept it. Sorry guys, bear with me. Scatterbrained as usual. For heaven's sakes, people. There it is. Found it, you little bugger. And I got another one too. This one, I don't know how good that is. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. Hello, Auntie Sash. How are you? You remembered the live show before it was over. That's wonderful. How are you? I'm going to try and make it fun. After you move and say you don't have enough room, I'm going to laugh so hard. Yeah. When you see the studio, I will have plenty of room. Trust me, she says. So anyway, we're going to be using a bunch of wallpaper as texture tools tonight. And I love to collect wallpaper, including going to the grocery store with you because of your anxiety. Yeah, I don't deal well with people either, Sandra. I'm right there with you. Tuesday is your rough day. Well, I'm glad you've made it. Now you can go grab a cookie or a shot of whiskey or whatever floats your boat and just relax. So this one I've actually made into a stamp already at one point. This has just little, what do you call it? My brain just fried. You know, bricks. So that'll make good texture, and it does actually work as a good stamp. I've used it already. And this is just like wrinkled paper pattern. And let's see. And this is gorgeous. This has like little braids in it. So that will be fun. And this is really gorgeous. That has a lot of relief on it. So that should make a really nice texture. And this is another all over pattern, kind of like camo. Another all over pattern that has a lot of high relief on it, so it should work real well. And this one is kind of a swirly pattern. You can see it on the camera. There you go. And here's another like tin plate. That's pretty, very pretty flowers on it. And this is a swirly pattern. That's always nice to use. This one has what looks like snowflakes on it. So that's pretty. Another all over pattern of leaves. He knows where to put the groceries away. That's good. Wendy, darling, are you in the US or Canada? If you tell me if you're in the US or Canada. Because I'll let you in on a little secret. That one's kind of cool looking. You are. Oh, how wonderful. Go to Sherwin-Williams or Benjamin Moore or Aboff's or one of the other paint stores, any store that sells paint and wallpaper, and you're going to walk in there and you're going to see a whole wall of sample books of wallpaper, and you're going to go up to the guy at the counter and you're going to ask him with a sweet smile and a sweet sass in your voice, and you're going to say, do you have any expired wallpaper books that I could have? And chances are he's going to send you out of the store with an armload of books. Hello, Kathy, how are you? And I have a video up on my channel that you can watch that shows you how to deconstruct these wallpaper books. I just deconstructed this one tonight for this show. So this one's really cool. And you can get yourself a lot of fantastic wallpaper for free. Okay, this one is like big roses. And this one is like branches, kind of like aspen trees. Hello, Button Addict. How are you, darling? And Handmade by Diana. Who else came in? Oh, and there's Becky. Hi, Becky. And this one is the last one. It's just kind of, not really sure. Just kind of like shelving, you know, like the shelf liner. That kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's that. And you can use any paint that you want on your jelly plate. Yeah, they're really nice to have, and they're a lot of fun. And this book that I got was a whole book on wallpaper that has texture that can be painted. So you can put this up in your house and then you can actually, you know, paint it different colors. So it accepts paint quite well, which means that when you're tired of using them for texture, you can cut them up and use them in your projects. Okay. So you can use any paint you want on your jelly plate, but do not use glitter paint, because glitter paint will work its way into your surface and it will make a mess. So you can use your pearlized, your metallics. You can use generic paint. I mean, I've got so much. You can use your PBOs. You could even, you know, use this stuff if you wanted to. Not alcohol ink, but the dilutions, the water-based stuff. You can definitely use that. So you know, the sky's the limit here, guys. Yes, some You have a covered ratty cupboard in your studio with bedboard wallpaper. Oh, that's cool. That sounds real cool. Save the glitter for your household stamping bits. Yeah, don't use the glitter on your jelly plate. And one of these days I'm going to actually make my own jelly plate. But anyway, all right, so this is my texture making material, and I also have some bubble wrap, and I have some small bubble wrap, and I have my window open because it's 60 degrees here, people. New York, December 5th, and it's 60 degrees outside. How do you like them apples? That's right, people. If you're watching the show live in the chat room, you can see Nightbot's latest announcement. I will be starting a brand new show every Friday evening with my daughter-in-law, Carrie, from Epiphany Craft Studios. It's going to be lots of fun. It's called Two Cranky Crafters, or Cranky Crafters. And we're going to be having lots of fun. The first show that we do is going to be all about the basics of making a journal. She's never made one, so I said that I would basically walk her through the process on the show. It's cold in Illinois, yeah, but I think that's coming my way, hon. The show will be on at 7:30, I believe. PJ or Carrie can correct me. I believe it's 7:30. So we're excited about that. I think you will have some sort of release on the wallpaper with the clay. Oh, you're going to put this on clay? That would be cool. You know what you might have to do before you press it into clay? You may want to soak it. Am I modding that show too? Honey, if you want to. Otherwise, it's going to be PJ. I just thought of something. If you wanted to use this to be, if you want to use this to make texture on clay, what I would suggest is heavily loading this down. Put this on a Teflon mat so it won't stick. And load it with white glue. And let it cure. Because then it'll be stiff. And you should have no trouble pressing all this flock into your clay. So that's a good, you can try that and see how that works. Okay, so we will get me warmed up here. Sometimes it takes me a while to get my rear in gear. So I'll probably start with some contract law paper. I guess we could start. Yeah, I can't even get this open. My hands are sore. These are great for texture, but they're also work good at getting your paint jars open. So who else came in? Hello, Mary. How are you? Oh, and this is corrugated cardboard. You can also use that as texture. You can use anything. I have combs and other texture tools. So you can do all sorts of fun stuff. And you don't need a lot of paint for this. In fact, maybe I will just go with the squirt bottles for now. Let's see what happens. This is thinner. Get on the floor if it's still going. What's happening with Joyce? Why does Joyce need to get on the floor? What's happening? Poor Joyce. Where are you, Joyce? I just heard a lot of gunshots close to your home, her home. Not target practice. Call the police. Unless it's hunting season and they're allowed to hunt in the dark. So you don't need a lot of paint. A little goes quite a ways. Here's my dark metallic green. You bought a set of textured rolling pins for Play-Doh. Oh, that's cool. You know what else would they sell? They sell those plastic texture plates. They are so bloody expensive. I think the set of 6 is like $36 or something. I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't have that. But what I was thinking about doing, guys, you know that, oh, thanks, Janet. You know that kids foam, the one that if you press into it while it's hot, it'll hold the shape? I have 2 texture plates that came from a very old Indian fabric printing press, and they are big old wood blocks, and the texture plate is made out of thin pieces of copper banged into this wood block. The most extraordinarily beautiful patterns, but they really don't work, you know, as far as on a jelly plate or as a stamp. So what I was thinking about doing was trying to get some large pieces of foam and heat my the copper up hot, and then stamp into the foam. So that I'm going to try that maybe this weekend. I'll give that a try. So we will see. Okay, so basics of jelly plating. You don't need a lot of paint. A little goes a long way. I said that already. And you, just by using your brayer, you get dendritic printing on here. I can zoom in a wee bit. Let's see if you can actually see it on here. So that's cool. So this is your first layer, and you need paper to roll this off on. I usually use my book of unwasted paint, which is right over here, and I just brayer off on that, and you know, that's all gorgeous paint. You know, look at that. Isn't that cool? So you can use all of that in your artwork when the book is full. So let's see, to warm myself up, let me put this over here. I am just going to try and get my feet wet again on this. So starting small, we have some small bubble wrap here. No hunting? Yeah, tops? Well, no, these are not for wax for batiks. These are actually Indian for sari printing. So just by putting this on here and pulling it up, you will get a texture. And you can use this in 2 ways. Okay, you can grab a piece of paper. And you can get a print just from the bubble wrap. You save your lint rollers and use the rubber shelf liner. Oh, that's a good idea. Or bubble wrap, yeah. Okay, so there you have one print. And if you're really, you know, stingy with the paint, you could probably get another print off of that. But in addition to that, now I've got this texture on here. Let me move this over just a wee bit. I'm trying to see if I can't. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing, but I also want you to see the whole process here. Okay, so now I'm going to get a reverse print. Okay. And this one is a lot more subtle, but you can see the bubbles. Okay, so that's another one. And then I'm leaving this grungy like this on purpose. That is glitter paint, glitter paint, glitter paint. Can't use the glitter paint. Here, that's what I want. Almost like scales, yeah. see if I can find, here's Extreme Sheen. I have another pair of scissors that went rogue again. Off-topic question, you bought 5 rolls of seam binding at Goodwill today in pale pink and yellow. Can I color it with something? Of course you can. You could try alcohol inks. If it's cotton, any dye that you can dye cotton with should work. If it's satin, oh, I'm glad I'm relaxing to watch. If you could only know what my brain is going through right now. So yeah, if you want to try, you know, Kool-Aid, you could try that. Rit dye, vinegar-based dye. I try all sorts of things. So I'm deliberately leaving the remnants of the green on here for later, because then you can start pulling multiple prints off. The one thing I see is with an issue with this paint, because it is airbrush paint, it is very liquidy, and it's also quite transparent. So I'll probably stop using that, because you can see that the blob of metallic paint that I put down here is just kind of pooling up. What do you know, PJ? It's cotton. It will take color. The satin kind might not as well. All right, that's good to know. Oh, what her mind is going? Yeah, my ADD is like off the charts today. I'm lucky I can remember to breathe. Okay. And now let's try a bigger bubble wrap. I'm working working my courage up. I'm not. Did I see Shannon Green's video using packing tape to pick up remains on plates? I don't know. It's 100% silk. Then you can use any vinegar-based dye. Kool-Aid will definitely work. Okay. I will have to go check out that video on Shannon's channel. Okay, so there you have a lighter ghosty print. And then, of course, we'll take another one. I'm working my courage up here to use my wallpaper. And I think I'm going to switch out the paints first. So you need a roll of packing tape to pick up all the pretty bits on your jelly plate. Now see, this cleaned it pretty well. And it still picked up some of the greens, so it's a beautiful turquoisey and teal color. So that's real pretty. Large washi tape, that's really, oh, that sounds exciting. I'll have to go watch that. That's good. I'll wait until after the show, though. I won't go right now. So, yeah, I had to take some leave for the pain. And I haven't taken any leave in a couple of weeks because I think that's what's aggravating my stomach. So, yeah. I'm suffering now. I haven't been able to eat. I tried to make myself a chicken sandwich. Couldn't eat it. So, I go to the gastro guy on the 19th. Or do like barb open and use white to pick up bits of color. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And can you see that? Yeah, you can see the dendritic prints that you get. It's really cool. And I don't want to, you know, overmix because I don't want mud. But you do want enough of a mix. Okay. And these are all glittery, so, you know, you're making some really nice papers here, guys. Okay. And okay. Let me put this book down. All right, this is the Aspens. Okay. I need more room. Hi, Brandy Lynn. How are you? And there's Savannah. How are you? Thanks for coming, guys. So there you go. There's that. And now the alternative to that. This is kind of called a ghost print. Okay. Who you been worried about, Brandy? Okay. A foresty, yeah. And now this is really subtle. Don't know if you can even see. Yeah, there, now you can see it. Okay. Oh, me? Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. I have a lot of padding. Hello, Jillian. How are you? Thank you for coming. So, that's the wallpaper, and we can continue to use that. This was the main print, and this is the ghost print. Okay, you tried to subscribe to your new show, but because you won't enable cookies, I can't subscribe. Well, darling, if you subscribed to my channel, you had to enable cookies at some point. That's the only way that YouTube knows that you're a subscriber. So, some cookies are okay. Trust me. I'm an IT person. And so is my son and daughter-in-law. All right, so those are those over there. And now, let's see. We can try Paint Booger. Oh, you're not subscribed to my channel? Yeah, see if the direct channel will work. The direct link. Chocolate cookies are wonderful. And I'm just kind of, you know, having fun with this. I'm going to squeegee it out. I could go for some cookies. And then I was thinking about doing a little bit of marbling. See, now this paint I put on a wee bit too thick, but it sure is pretty. So, oh dear, I just dropped the pile of index cards that was in the book. Okay, let me put that there. Okay. Let me pick up these cards so I don't make a mess. Pardon me. Okay. Put those there. Alrighty. Now this has lots of paint. So let's try this pattern and we'll see how that works. Snickerdoodles. Oh, I love snickerdoodles. Now you don't want to put a lot of pressure on this because you'll pick up paint on the whole back and then you won't get the nice texture. I need more workspace here. Macadamia nut, there you go. Okay. So I'm hoping this is going to be nice. Oh my God, that wallpaper is incredible. All right, let's see what happens. Ah, you dope. Of course, I went a little off center. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. So this is a Painty paper, people. Epiphany Crafters? Yeah, that's my daughter-in-law's channel. You do want to subscribe to her. She's lots of fun. All right, so. I'm almost wondering if I let this dry and then put some white over it. Yeah, PJ used to be the IT person for the KIPP charter schools. So I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with some buff titanium. And you could actually use your heat gun if you want. Just keep it away from keep it away from the jelly plate. Very high and very quick. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm sorry. I always joke about myself. The last thing you want to do is melt your jelly plate, because then, you know, that would be sad. So I'm just giving it a little bit of heat to try and get a skin to start forming on the paint. Now I'm going to go get some titanium, buff titanium. In one of these many, many, many containers of paint here, I have, that's indigo blue. Oops. Okay, well here's some oops paint. And this is kind of a very soft gray. Tight and buff. Yes, sirree. I don't have any paint that's actually called Titan Buff. I kind of make it up as I go along. And I saw this can of oops paint. Oh, that was fun, huh, Kiki? Anybody really old? 70 acres. I sent an email. Yes, I did get it, hon, but you know, I still work full time, so it's going to take me a while. This needs to be stirred. Pong. Yeah, does anybody remember Leisure Suit Larry? I loved that game. I remember Pong and Pac-Man. Leisure Suit Larry was a lot of fun. And I really loved the game Myst. That was fun. And I remember when you had to tell it to look down or walk right. This is kind of stinky paint. So, all right, so I'm going to put a wee bit on this. Space Invaders, yeah. Oh my God, you still have your original Larry discs. Oh my God. Now, if you could only find a computer that could handle it. They 5 1/4 floppies? Because when I was playing it, it was 5 1/4 floppies. All right, that should be plenty. And this is kind of a very, I don't know, it's a very grayish pale white. There it is, dried. Do you remember, well, these went into systems, so end users may not remember them, but there were 12-inch discs. And I'm trying to be careful. I just want to spread this oops paint on the top of the roses. I'm not pressing. I'm barely making contact. I'm not even letting the brayer's weight land on this. Okay. Hello, Kimberly Creations. How are you, darling? And Jada, did I see you come in before? I'm absent-minded today. I don't remember if I saw you. You finally broke down and went and got some Floetrol. There you go, girl. Oh, you won't screw it up, darling. Start with a ratio of 50% Floetrol, probably about 47% paint, and then, what do you call it? You know, maybe like 3% water if needed. And I'm going to actually, I ordered, Debbie from acrylicpouring.com has been using with great success this coconut milk hair serum, and I actually ordered it, 1, because it'll be great for my hair, and 2, because I'd like to get away with not using the silicone anymore, because that's really not good for you. Oh, Tetris. I love Tetris. Oh, thanks, Jada. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm still sore and swollen, but I'm feeling much better. This hand yesterday, I couldn't let anything touch it. This whole half of my hand was in agony, and it still hurts if I try and, you know, use a tool or anything. But all right, let's see if this worked. Why did hair get in there? No, it didn't work. I'm going to let it stay on there a little bit longer. I don't do well with those mock games, you know, where you're running around killing people and stealing cars and all that. I don't like that. A Game Boy? I got my son a Game Boy, and every time he got punished, I got to play with his Game Boy. So yeah, Mama disciplined him a lot. Hello, Cindy. How are you, darling? All right, let's see. I don't think this is going to be successful. No. You can vaguely make out some kind of pattern, but still, as far as painty papers go, that's pretty. That's pretty. It's very soft. Let's see if we can't pick up a little something else on it. Maybe one of these pieces of paper will pick it up. Full day of purging the studio. Oh my God. I have to start doing that in preparation for my move. My last day at work is January 19th. I have to start moving down a truckload at a time. Oh, you still have a Game Boy. That's cool. I should have tried to draw that top coat. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You can almost see a rose there, but not really. The paint is wet, and I just stuck my elbow in it. All right. So you can continue to leave the crusty bits on there, and you can always go back. I'll use some white paint that I have, and I'll try and do the pickup later. But I mean, you can continue to use this wallpaper to your heart's content, and when you're done with it, I mean, use it in your artwork. It's a lot of fun. Okay, what color combo should we do now? Let's see. We can try that and that. And maybe some gold. What mat did you get? Oh, Kiki got a mat. Yeah, you know, like I said, I have, okay. Just to let you know, Savannah, where's my mouse? Let's see. Hang on, guys. There we go. I have 13,408 pieces of mail in my inbox. And that's just one account. Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, Kimberly. I use 50% Floetrol, and then probably about 47% paint, depending on the thickness, and then just enough water to get it to the consistency that I want. So that's mine. And normally what I've been doing lately is I've not been putting the silicone directly into the paint. I've been putting it into my pouring containers. So for my flip cups and whatnot. This is all PBO Studio Acrylics High Viscosity DYNA series. This stuff is fabulous. Dick Blick sells this right now on sale for $3.85 for 100 ml. And it's the best price I've ever found on it. So definitely go get it. I have cutting mats left over from my quilting days. So I have a huge one that I think I have a big, huge table, a cutting table that is, I think 3 by 6 feet. And it folds up. And I have a cutting mat that goes on the whole thing. This is probably going to be too much paint. But so what? It's pretty colors. Okay. Stuck to the book. I can get that off or not. What is a jelly plate? It is some kind of, the commercially made ones are some kind of Jell-O and other ingredients. If you look at Stacy Evans over at Pink Poodle Crafts, she has several recipes to make your own jelly plate. But basically what it is it's a form of Jell-O. You take unflavored Jell-O, gelatin, you know, the old-fashioned orange box that your mother used to use to strengthen her nails. You use that and I think glycerin and water and a touch of alcohol so it doesn't get funky. And it should last you for a very long time. Just trying to get this cleaned off. It had paper stuck to it. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi, Arlena. How are you? Okay, I'm just trying to clean my brayer. It got stuck to the paper. And now it has a bubble of paint stuck on it. Oh, heavens, Melissa, take care of your tools. All right. I think that's clean enough. Let's dry it off. Okay. Let's get the doggy hairs off of it. I'm trying not to overly mix them. I like the different colors. And these are all iridescent metallic paints. They are absolutely delicious. And they're a lot of fun to play with. And there is a lot of paint left on this brayer. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, now we're not going to leave the brayer sitting on that. See? Oh, and these are, you know, what do you call it? Ink blots. I put paints, you know, in here and fold it together and squish it, and you can get all these dendritic prints. And then I cut them into butterflies. So that's another idea. This one makes another butterfly. This one you can cut out as hearts. You can see all the dendritic patterns in it. So they're a lot of fun to play with. Okay, so what stuff should we use now? Let's see. Let's try this one. Oh, bye, Kathy. Thanks so much for your husband's pouting. Give him a cookie. That should satisfy him for another half hour or so. Okay. Again, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this because I don't want it to get into all the nooks and crannies. But I do want it to have a good contact. Alrighty. And this is just premium copy paper, printer paper. How do I set up my camera like that? I have an overhead camera on a boom. And then I have other webcams that I use also. So that's how I set that up. There you go. Just tell him now, Kathy. I'll make you more cookies if you leave me alone. Okay. There we go. So that's the print off of that. And that's metallic. You can see the glimmer. Okay, and let's see. Let's see. This will give me a good impression. Oh. Oh, this one came out good. Look at that. Didn't that work good, guys? Hi, Patricia. How are you, darling? I have a blemish in my jelly plate here. See if I can't. I don't know if it's because no, it's a blemish. That is unfortunate. It might be time to make another one. Yeah, I can feel it. I'll turn it over. And you still get some more of the pattern off of there. You could actually put another one on top of that. Let me try and clean this over, clean it off and flip it over. Yeah, I'm gonna break down and actually make another one of these and try the recipe. I'll try Stacy's recipe. She's used hers, the same one for years, and it's never given her any trouble. So yeah, this one does have a blemish on the bottom. So I gotta finish cleaning off this side now. This one has a blemish over here too. Oh well. You're totally new to jelly plates? Ask your questions. That's what the whole evening is about, dear. I will show you. This is Gelli Arts. That's the company that I got mine on. This is the 8x10. And it's some I can't say this word, proprietary formula of gelatin and a few other ingredients. So that is the one that I have. I bought a smaller one, but I can't find it. I bought a smaller one for like ATCs and cards and stuff, and I can't find it. It's buried somewhere. Or I may have accidentally left it at the farm. So let me just clean this up, and then I'll start going again. So who else had questions? Merck asked, how do you get your camera like that? All right, here. I did tell him or her. Okay, so I will take my face cam and pick it up. And now you know how I do that. That is my handy cam, and it is on a camera boom. And right next to it is, where is it? There it is. That's my mic. That's on another boom. And then I have my room flooded with lights. Hello, Luana. How are you? Thank you for coming. Yeah, it does. Yeah, they do work great. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my own. And basically, go to Goodwill or your thrift store or your dollar store and get yourself a deep cookie sheet. One that is at least an inch deep. And you can store it in there. And you just want to make sure that you store it someplace where it's not going to have anything sitting on top of it. Thanks for coming, Luana. I do appreciate it. We are doing Painty papers tonight using a Gelli plate and textured wallpaper. I have a blemish on the other side. I actually have a blemish here too. Yeah, this whole thing is kaput. I flipped it over to go to this side because there was a big blemish on the other side. Hi, Scotty. How are you? Oh, good. I'm glad. I try and get people's names right. My husband's from India, so, you know, I've tried to learn the nuances of saying names correctly. And excuse the squeak squeak. I'm just trying to get these dried crusty bits off of here. Because Mama didn't clean it right before she put it away. So does anybody else have a Gelli plate is used to create a pattern? Yes, it's for mono printing, basically one-off printing, and it's basically one-off because you put a layer of paint down and you add texture to it and then you pull a print off. Can you get a second print? Yes, but it's going to be lighter. So that is why they call it mono printing. So each piece of paper that you pull off of your Gelli plate will be a one-of-a-kind piece of art. And you can have lots of fun. Last time I did it, I didn't use anything other than my hands and some texture. This is pretty much clean, so I'll go get those. I have some of those sheets that we did the last time over here, so let me gimp across the room and go get them. Okay. No, that was not it. That is shaving cream. That is shaving cream. And that is shaving cream. Alright, I'm a liar. I don't know where they are. They're probably in a pile somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where they went. Anyway, basically what I did was I just painted on here and then pulled it off. And I see a couple of pieces of glitter. You don't want to get glitter on your Gelli plate because glitter will get stuck in it. You can use stencils. Yep, you certainly can. Oh, paper lanterns out of Gelli prints. That sounds like fun. What type of camera am I using? My overhead camera is a Sony Handycam. It is quite old. It does 1080. It does high def, but it doesn't do 4K. And I use, in order to use a video camera or a camera that can do video, like a digital SLR, you need to have a computer capable of handling the video rendering, and you need to have some kind of additional graphics card. And the one I use is called an Elgato, and it allows HDMI input. So that processes all of my video and streams it live. Let me get some of these out of the way. I'll put these over on the bed so they can dry. And we'll move on to the next ones. Okay. All right, so we've used these so far. Let me get them out of the way. And let's see. Let's try this one. This is the one that has the braids on it. So that might do some interesting stuff. Pull out some more paint. I have copper and turquoise. That would look nice. The scallop print, yeah, that really came out nicely, didn't it? And you can keep using this as long as you want, you know, or until you know, all the flocking wears off. You've only used your iPad or your iPhone to go live? Yeah. The problem with using your iPhone or your iPad is you're going over Wi-Fi. And when you try and stream over Wi-Fi, you are going to have very poor connection, and your video is going to be really low quality. So you can't professionally stream over Wi-Fi. It's just too much junk floating around in the air, and you're losing too much bandwidth. So you can talk to my son. He's in the chat room. That's what happened to me the first time I tried to, you know, go live. The first time I tried it. He said, "What's not working? What's not working?" I said, "I don't know." And then he found out. He said, "Well, do you have the network cable plugged in?" I said, "I don't have a network cable. I'm Wi-Fi." And, you know, he said, "No, you can't do that." So I went and got a network cable, and I've been streaming live ever since with no problems. I know a lot of folks do it, but their videos are not very good quality. So that's an issue. Use a desktop computer or a high-end gaming laptop and a hardwired network cable. My son is a total geek, and him and my husband spent months researching the computer I needed and all that, so. Okay, put that there. And again, there's a defect on my plate on this side too, so. Oh, medium rare steak with broccoli and cheese and salad. Oh my God, does that sound good? I like my steak rare. All right, I don't know how this is going to work, but we will see. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Check this out, guys. And it's all metallic. Isn't that cool? That's a lot of fun. Let's see, I just made a mess out of there. Took a gouge out of it. And now I went the other direction, and let's see what that looks like. Nope, Sandra's back. Right, if they don't have the funds to do all of that, yes, they have to go live with what they have. But, you know, like I said, the problem is if you're trying to build your channel... Oh, wow, that came out so cool. You know, you should try and get the best equipment you can. And what's more important than anything is lighting, guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high-powered LED lights shining from all different directions. So I can try and avoid having any kind of shadow. And I still have a shadow. Like I have a shadow over in this area because I have my water bottle here. So okay, so let's see what that looks like printed. I have a boo-boo here, so... Hello, Mary West. How are you? Thanks for coming. Yeah, you will see poor video quality when you play it back. Yes, you will. And when people have to watch it on the you know, on YouTube, it's going to be poor quality. You know, I know a lot of folks that stream from their cell phones because that's all they have. And they don't have internet. They have to use their cell phone signal. Hello, Kim Marie. How are you? And it's unfortunate because they have, you know, I enjoy watching them. But sometimes it just gets so frustrating because they keep buffering and it's very, very blurry. Oh, this is cool. Oh. Man, that really stuck good. So you can still see I have, whoops, come on. There's a deficit in the jelly plate over here, and I screwed that one up. So that's a lot of fun. And guys, if you're looking for this wallpaper, seriously, if you are in the States, I know that some countries actually charge, some people, stores and whatnot, actually charge for their wallpaper sample books. But if you are in the US or Canada or anywhere where you can get free paint chips and free wallpaper sample books, walk into any paint store. You're going to see a wall of wallpaper samples, books, big, huge books. And you walk up to the counter and you say, do you have any expired wallpaper sample books that you could give to me? That's all you have to do. And I did that at my local Sherwin-Williams because I went in there. They were having a paint sale and I bought some paint. And I walked by the wallpaper and I went, oh my God, you have wallpaper. And I asked him for some sample books, and he sent me out of the store with 6 of them and told me come back anytime. Hi Ray, how you doing? So that really cleaned the jelly plate real good. Alright, so let's see, what colors can we do now? I'm not going to use any more of this airbrush paint as much as I love it, but it's too thin. So I think I will stick with my PBOs. What other colors do we have here? I have this nice lime green. And we have orange And maybe some gold. Okay. You don't need a lot of paint on your jelly plate. A little goes a long way. You don't want, you know, a huge thick layer of it, because then your paint and your designs kind of mush all over. But you just want a few drops. I usually put too much, especially the PBOs. It's so easy to go hog wild with these PBO paints. I just love them. The whole point is to have fun. Exactly. That's what this is all about, people. Just having fun. I love these dendritic prints. They're like little trees everywhere. In fact, I think I'm going to try and pull a print, because this kind of reminds me of early fall. And you see all these little branches and all these trees. So I think I'm going to actually try and pull that off. Brayer that off. Let's see if we can't pull up some of those dendritic prints. How do you disguise the print defect? Well, you really can't. You can cut around it. But it, you know, it's there. There's really nothing that you can do about it. Except, you know, make a new one. So, and I'm not going to try and press too hard, because I don't want to squish all the dendritic prints out. I'm thinking if I do it lightly, it'll work better. Yep, it did. There you go. So see all the dendritic prints? Doesn't it? It looks like it could be a park, you know, in Central Park in the fall. You know, but you still have that defect. So if you wanted to use this as a background for a multimedia piece, mixed media piece, you know, you could just put your focal image on top of, you know, that little defect there. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can't get another print on that, or should I just, I'm going to leave it. Let's try and build up some colors. Let's try some of this. Paint booger. It broke. Oh, that's fantastic, Patricia. Patricia's up to almost 400 subbies. Oh, and Sandra's Beaded Path. I think I am subscribed to Sandra. She's up to 200. That's fantastic, guys. I have a file on my Facebook group called Pimp Your Tubes, Chickies. So go pop over to the Facebook group and add your YouTube channel name to the list. So if folks are looking for new inspiration and new friends on YouTube, definitely go check out that file and find new channels that you didn't know about and subscribe away. Oh, that would be interesting. I could try. Yes, I have, I think I have like 1,130 something subbies. Always trying to increase, though, that's for sure. I could blow a flower over it. That would be interesting. I will try that. In fact, you know what? I think, see if I can do that. I'll put a background on here and pour some of my liquid, my pouring paints on top. See what happens if I blow a flower. Okay. And I think that just makes such a cool little pattern. Okay. Now I could put a stencil over this. And then do something really crazy. Like put a texture on the spots that have exposure. Okay. And I need a piece of paper, dagnabbit. Okay. Okay. So now yeah, if it's a homemade one, you can just remelt it. Okay, so that that's interesting, and it does have some of the texture from the wallpaper on it. It kind of looks kind of pixelated. But now what you do is you take another piece of paper. That's one thing, guys. You go through a lot of paper. A lot of folks use deli wrap on their to jelly print on, and it comes out real nice. So this is actually going to require, there we go, one more piece of paper. Ouch. So this will be called a ghost print. Okay. So there's that. That's a ghost print. And now let's pick this one up. Looks like tiny socks. Yeah, they do, don't they? That's funny. Hey, Mama, the overlays and backgrounds for Cranky Crafters are done. Oh, wonderful. I can't wait to see them. Hello, Lisa. How are you? It's the most wonderful time of the year. Sure. What the heck is their berry bag? Oh, dear. Is Brandy and Brenda here? They hang off males, yes. Okay. Oh, wow, this is pretty. Check that out, guys. And that is all metallic. And it has some of the green and blue from the last print, because I left that on. Okay. That one worked well. And so you don't get a real crisp pattern when you use a lot of paint on your jelly plate, you'll see dendritic prints here, because using the brayer to flatten it out creates those patterns. There is a very beautiful pattern here right now of paint from this. So I think what I'll try and do is find some white paint and pull that off. Graffiti art with people. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Okay. White paint. I had a jar of it, but I used it. So now I know that Sanjay bought a whole... I know he bought it. There's no white there. Do I have white down there? No. All right, let me find some white paint. The pouring paint is going to be too thin. But I'll use it and see what happens. I'll have to let it dry. Keith Haring, yeah, I think I remember him. You love the crusty bits, yeah. And they're all metallic-y. And there's another divot in here. There's two of them, plus the defect. Oh well. This is going to be real thin because it's pouring medium. So it's probably not going to be successful. I'll try not to move too much of the base paint. Exactly. Do the best you can, Brandy. You know, try it. Like I said, a lot of people, you know, do it from their phones, but there is going to be a trade-off. And if you're trying to make a living at this, you want to do the best you can, so that you can attract as many subscribers as possible. Oh, that's fantastic, Sandra. That's wonderful. Let me pop over to your channel just to make sure that I am subscribed. I believe I am. And I just want to make sure that I'm subbed. Yes, I'm subscribed. And I put my notice on. So now when you go live tomorrow, I should get the notification. And I can pop on and say hi-de-ho. All right. What time? I use all LED lighting. And that's the one thing I will tell you, Brandy, because I know that you've had issues with this before. If you want to do this and you want to use your Wi-Fi or your cellular service, that's fine. But lighting is key. You really need a lot of lights. Incandescent bulbs and fluorescent lighting are horrible. Don't use them. The incandescent bulbs make you look like you are jaundiced, and the fluorescent bulbs make you look like you're dead. Okay, you want LED natural daylight bulbs. And I am using a variety. I'm using a professional studio LED panel I can switch over there and show that to you. You see this panel here, this box? That is a studio light, and I think it was like $30 on Amazon, and there's all different types. So if you want to go live on Wi-Fi or cellular, give it a try. See if you like doing it. Some people don't like it because they have to deal with maintaining the chat room, kicking out trolls, and doing what they are doing, you know. So if you can't multitask like that, then that's going to be an issue for you. But lighting is key. Oh, it worked. There you go. It's real faint, but it did work. Again, this deficit kind of looks like a ghost here. Ghostbusters! They sell phone holders. They sell phone, what do you call it? Tripods. I left it down at the farm, so I can't show you one, but there's one that I use. It'll hold your iPad. It'll also hold your phone. You want something that's very sturdy and has a very strong neck. So that was the white cleanup print, and as you can see, it didn't really clean up all that well, so I can go over it. And you need a power adapter. You don't... It's bad enough if you want to go stream over Wi-Fi or cellular, but please, for the love of Pete, plug your phone in before you go live, and also put your phone in horizontal orientation, not portrait. Here, when you go live, before you turn on that button, turn your phone this way. Always stream in horizontal orientation. Otherwise, you have two huge black panels right here. And you have a little tiny video in the middle. Okay? Landscape mode, always. And your phone goes in landscape mode before you open the YouTube app. Okay? So, where's YouTube? Here's my YouTube. And make sure that it is... Come on. Let me go to my studio. And I don't know as to whether or not I can go live from here. I think you can, but I don't. Ah, here. There's a little video icon right here. Okay. Yes, you can have access. Yes, you can have access. Yes, you can have access. Okay, already. And I'll try and record. All right, so now I'm recording, and I'm in landscape mode, so the video will look fine. Okay. So always do that before you turn it on. Bad connection. That's because she's trying to stream over cellular data and she doesn't have a very strong signal. But she also a lot of the time forgets to hook up her phone. You know, plug it in. So, you know, then it dies. And put it, you cannot put it in airplane mode because then you will have no service. But you need to put it in do not disturb mode. Right, that's what she can afford. I'm not, you know, if that's, you know, she's doing the best that she can. And for the most part, when she has a strong signal, her videos are fine. And her phone overheats, right? Yeah. Well, see, that's the issue then. You know, I mean, it's either you stream for 10 minutes and then have to go because your battery's dying, or you have to plug it in. put these aside. I mean, the one thing that I'm trying to get across is quality, not quantity. Don't stream 20 hours a day with your cell phone and think that that's going to be a career for you, because it's not going to be. And I've been doing this. I've been in the tech industry since the 90s. Actually, no, since the 80s. So I've been doing this stuff for a very long time, and I understand the differences between quality and everything. So if I'm going to do something, I want to do it right. And with me having a job at the moment, I can afford to get my equipment. So I'm doing all my equipment now, because once I retire, I'm going to be broke. Let's try one of these all over patterns. This one's a fun one. Can you see that? There you go. So we'll do that one. Let's see, maybe. Yes, exactly. You have to start somewhere. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but I'm just trying to, I tend to be a realist, and I just say it the way I see it. So if, what do you call it? I'm not trying to dissuade anybody. I'm just saying, these are kind of the hallmarks of a good channel, And if you want to, like I said, if you're trying to make YouTube a career, then some of these things have to be considered. I'm not trying to dissuade anybody. I'm just saying, this is the way it is. Stream over Wi-Fi, over your cell phone. That's fine. But like I said, at the very least, at least have some good lighting. It doesn't have to be studio lighting. Just get a lot of lamps from Goodwill and put bright LED lighting in it. And you want them coming from every direction, so from this way, from this way, from this way, and from overhead. That way you don't have any horrible shadows. Then stream from your cell phone all you want. What color do I want? Copper. Night, Kiki. Did Brandy leave? Good night, Brandy. I mean, Brandy streams every night, every Monday with Brenda. And she watches Emily, so she knows that people can do it. I'm just talking about quality, that's all. Enough on that topic. Let's go back to paint. Ooh, this one's going to be bright. Okay. It's really windy out there. Look at that pretty color. Okay. Exactly, Joyce. I'm just trying to give folks, my opinion. And my opinion is worth exactly nothing. But I got to say something while I'm sitting here doing stuff, so. Sometimes my opinion leaks out. I'll let go. Hello, Auntie Sash. Who else came in? Oh, aren't those colors nice? I know. This is going to be very bright and happy. Oh, wow. Actually, I don't know if it's because of this. That's better. This is rather dark. My camera seems to be needing an adjustment again. I had fixed the white balance, but... Hello, Mimi. How are you? Once a mom, always a mom. Yeah, I know. Oh, that came out so good. Except I didn't center it very well, but... And the shimmer is very subtle because there's not a lot of paint on it, but... And now... Put that over there. See if we can't get a nice print off of this. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah, that worked good. Except for the defect. All shimmery and pretty. Now you can see the colors good. There were three colors in here. There was the bright rose, magenta, no, rose, or I guess you could call it magenta, copper, and orange. That came out real pretty. And now I have some artifacts still on here that we can use in a little while. Let's see what other shapes we could use. Ooh. This is an all over that kind of reads maybe roses, maybe, or poppies or peonies or some kind of flower. Oh, and I have a little small announcement. And this is big, guys. This is about an inch thick big. You know it's Tuesday, right? What do we do on Tuesdays? We have a giveaway here on 70 Acre Studio, and I just kicked my shin, and I want to cry. You see all of these yummy wallpapers? They could be yours. I'm not picking you, PJ. And if I do pick you or anyone else that has won in the last month, I will draw again. So yeah, this is going to be the giveaway. So you're getting all of these, basically all of the wallpapers that you're seeing tonight. There are, you know, pieces. So you just have to hang tight, because when I do the drawing, you have to be here. You have to be in the chat room for at least 5 minutes when I do the drawing. What color are we gonna go with? Let's go. We have the leaves. And stop kicking your legs, stupid. Oi! I'm trying to what do you call it? Put my foot up on my chair leg, and I keep accidentally kicking it. Guys, I really love these PBOs. They are like my favorite paint on the planet. They're like really thick whipped cream. They're just so luscious, and the colors, I mean, my God, I mean, look at that color. dickblick.com. I have searched for a long time with this paint. dickblick.com has the best price. Right now it's on sale. $3.85 for 100 mil. I've seen the same tube of paint go for like $12 or $14 on Wish, on Amazon. So Dick Blick, definitely not a sponsor, just, and go to dickblick.com. Don't go into one of their brick and mortar stores, because the same stuff that you get real cheap on their website is not so cheap in the brick and mortar. I put too much paint on here. It's very squishy. They're addictive, aren't they? They're just so addictive. Hello, Sheila. I didn't see you come in. If you sign up for Dick Blick, emails, they send you coupons, just like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So wait until, you get a coupon, and you might get, free shipping out of the deal. Oh, Timber, don't do that. Oh, you've been here. I'm sorry. At least I can finally keep water down now. I couldn't keep the water down. It came right up before. That's why I gave up trying to eat dinner. I lost it all, and I ended up giving most of the sandwich to Rosie. I made chicken salad out of leftover rotisserie chicken and some herbs de Provence and sriracha mayonnaise and celery. 12 Shades of Grey. Has anyone used the 12 Shades of Grey paint? Isn't that, what is it, Dina Wakely or something like that? I know Cindy Utter has used that paint, and I think she really liked it. Saltines, yeah. Well, see, the problem is they get stuck. The Prilosec is no longer working, and I've been taking a leave for a couple of decades because of my chronic pain. And anytime I take the leave, it just locks up my gut, and nothing works. So yeah, I took a leave last night because I was in so much pain I was about to cry, and I have a high tolerance for pain. Oh wow, that's so cool. Check that out. So today has not been a good day. I can't keep anything down. Yes, Jerry's does have some things that Dick Blick doesn't. And you can always compare the prices. And I love Cheap Joe's. I'm 40 minutes from Cheap Joe's when I'm down at my farm. And I go down there all the time. Oh, wow, guys, look at this one. Look at that, people. Is that not gorgeous? Almost Starry Night, yes. Hi, Emily, how are you? Sorry, I was popping in and out on you earlier when you were streaming. I was at work. Yeah, this one really came out spectacular. I really like that one. Yeah, it looks like Van Gogh, yeah. Lucas Krill Acrylics on Jerry's. Oh, really? I've never heard of those. Oh, guys, check it out. It picked up some of the colors that were underneath. See that shimmer? Look at that. Isn't that cool? So I'm just going to build up another layer. And keep going. Man, that wallpaper is gorgeous now, right? Yeah, we're doing the drawing tonight, and then I'm off on Friday, so I'm going to try. I was going to actually do the. I was actually going to get stuff out in the mail this week, and then I fell. So, and I'm not. I'm only taking Friday off this week. So, let's see. We'll do this purple, and what other color can we do? So I will try and get these things mailed out this week. That's a darker gold. They have two colors like indigo and Indian yellow. Oh, I love those colors. Cool. Let's see. Maybe I'll just try. There's already gold down there, so let's go with these. See, I was buying a lot of acrylic paints, you know, from art places. And then I, you know, started doing the acrylic pouring, and you know, that gets to be expensive. Like Rio, I mean, she hemorrhages golden paints. And yeah, I can't do that. But then again, you know, she uses goldens for her professional career, which is a photorealism acrylic painting. So she uses, how does the wallpaper look after you print with it? This is the wallpaper I just used. And you can continue to add different, you know, paints on top of it. Here is the leaves that I just did. It's basically a very soft stamp. And yeah, the more paint you add, the better they get. And then, like I said, you can always, if they get to a point where the flocking is so matted down, oh yeah, you can reuse this several times for months if you want. But it's going to come to a point, remember, it's only paper, where the flocking is going to kind of wear off, and then you're not going to get such pretty prints. But at that point, you use it in your artwork. You use it like a painty paper. So, and this one, again, I think this is an all-over print that kind of looks like flowers, maybe. So we'll see what happens. And once again, Melissa put too much paint on the jelly plate. But, alright. Let's rub off all this yum yum on the pages. Look how pretty that is. You can use that for collage, or if you have like glue books, that's what you could do. You could fill this thing up with your unwasted paint, and then it becomes a book that you can use instantly for, you know, a glue book or a collage book, or one of those little books for no reason that Shannon does and Carla does. There are endless uses for things. Lisa, are you in the States? If you are, go to Sherwin-Williams. Oh, good night, Jillian. Go to Sherwin-Williams, Aboff's, Benjamin Moore's, any of those wonderful, wonderful paint stores, and you will see a wall of books for wallpaper samples. Just walk up to the counter and say, you know, maybe bat your eyelashes a little and say, gee, do you have any expired wallpaper books that you could give me? And chances are you will be sent out of that store with several. And depending on whoever is running the till at that day, like the one at my Sherwin-Williams, he invited me to come back because he had some beautiful wallpaper that was a custom order that no one picked up. And he said, it's already paid for. I don't want it. I can't sell it. So if you want it, come get it. Look at that. Hello there, Azure Muse. How are you? Oh, you did some tiles and MDF board. That's good. Now, are you using the MDF for pouring? Because MDF can warp. Just be aware of that. I use hard panel, which is basically pegboard without the holes. Oh man, that came out awesome. Look at that. You see the sheen? Isn't that cool? Okay. Yeah, you really need to seal the MDF. That's why I've been using the hard panel. It works fantastic. And if I want to send any of my acrylic pours out of the country, a lot of countries will not accept packages that contain wood. This is made out of sawdust and high pressure and high temperature, so I can actually feel the pattern in the paper. So it's acceptable. Oh, wow. That is just so cool. And you can still see the pattern quite clearly. And you can see how different they are. So you can always get at least 2 versions when you're doing something like this, where you're using a texture plate or wallpaper. You can always get at least 2 versions. You can get the underside of the texture plate, which is this with all the paint on it. This is the wallpaper. And then you get what was left behind from the impression. So it's hardboard. It looks like the stuff that you would see in your husband's garage, like pegboard that you hang tools on. If it's the same stuff as that, you're okay. But yeah, that really came out good. So each jelly print can have at least 2. If you're using something like a stencil, then you can get like a 3rd. Okay. And I'm going to continue to just keep building colors up on here. And let's see. Let's try this one. And what colors do I want? Oh, purple. Where did that come from? I just used that, but I could always use it again. Let's try those 3. Oh, thanks, Kim Marie. Ugh, wow, look at that color. And these are all like color shift. They all do the same thing that the Color Shift does. And this is only 4 ounces, and it was $8.99 at Hobby Lobby. And it's basically the same exact thing. Okay, so let's add some of this. Let's try not to add so much this time, she says, as she's blobbing more and more on. Paint samples are only $1 or $2 at Ace Hardware. Oh, that's fantastic. Walk in there and grab as many paint chips as you want and say, here, I would like these in paint samples. They will make them. Home Depot has the best deal that I've seen. When they go on sale, those paint samples are fantastic. And you're getting a lot of paint. This is 8 fluid ounces. I've also gotten 7 1/4 and 7 ounces. What's the name of the one that I'm using today? The paint. Now this is PBO Studio Acrylics, and it's called the Dyna series, D-Y-N-A, and they're all iridescents. And I get them on dickblick.com, and they're currently on sale for $3.85 each for a 100 milliliter tube. And a little goes a long way. It's very luscious. And it has really good coverage. Look at that magenta, that pink, man, that's really electric. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. That's fantastic, Sheila. Yeah. She painted her whole kitchen in paint that somebody ordered and didn't pick up. That's good. What type of PBO are the Color Shift ones? These are called PBO Studio Acrylics High Viscosity. They are iridescent paints. It's D-Y-N-A. And that's the color. And the color is iridescent green yellow. And this is a swirly wallpaper. Yes, dickblick.com, $3.85. At that price, you can afford to get the whole collection. Because I'll tell you, I've seen them, like I said, go for $12, $14 a tube on Amazon and Wish. Check that out. Okay. Get out of my way. There you go. That's really cool. It's so hard to pick up the iridescence on the camera because, you know, it's so thin. But it's there, folks. It is there. This is the wallpaper. You see, not all of the designs are very high relief. Some of them are low relief. So you're going to get the artifacts in the grooves. But that's fine. And maybe this one you can't reuse, you know, 100 times. Maybe you can only reuse it, you know, 20 times. But then again, after you're done with it, it goes into a project. You can cut it up and put it on collage. Ocean waves, yeah. Now apparently the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, apparently sells these foam texture sheets, and I have not been able to find those yet. I have to try and go look for them because they work great on jelly plates too. So there's your pattern. Oh, you found some, huh? I have to try and find some of those. Okay, put that up there. And let's try this one. And let's go a little dramatic. They're by the kids' toys. Okay, that's right. This is Craft Smart metallic black. Not in the art area. See, some of those stores, the art area is the kids' area. Now, I believe I have gotten PBO silver, and I don't know what I did with it. We'll see how this works. Like every Dollar Tree apparently it's kind of like Tuesday morning. Every one of them is different, and that annoys me to no end. We got a nice big huge Dollar Tree down in Ashe County where my farm is, and I walk in there and they had barely any art supplies at all. What a letdown. That's not very pretty, but oh well. It's shiny. It's metallic. Okay. This one's going to look like clouds, maybe. Or the water. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. It doesn't even have any of the kids' paints. Wow. So I have a Dollar Tree. There's plenty of Dollar Trees around here. And they're all different. They're all laid out differently. They all carry different things. One thing that they pretty much, you can guarantee you'll find is the Jot stuff. Like the Jot glue sticks. I did a total Dawn Calvin. And I purchased, I think, 4 packages of 8 or 5 packages of 8 glue sticks. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see how that works. And that left a really cool impression on the jelly plate. Cool beans! Oh, and the black Sharpies. Yeah, I think I got a couple. I got the really big black. I think they're in here. No, I don't know where they are. I got the really big black and white markers. So this is cool. And this is metallic, so it will have a sheen when it dries. But yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? Okay. And yeah, this is real grungy looking. I almost want to let this dry and then try and pull it off. Like I'll put some, what color can I put on here? Oh, haha. I'll try this pearl paint that hasn't been diluted. So I'll let this dry and then I'll pull a print off of it, because there's other colors under here. It's very jewel tone. When you look deep, you see the pinks and the golds and the purples. So let's try and get that dried up a wee bit. Be careful with your heat gun and your jelly plate. Yeah, I like blue and orange too, yeah. Okay, while I'm letting that dry, I'll go move all of these out of the way. And if you leave the paint, you know, not too thick, they dry quickly too. So that's always a bonus, because then you can look at all your pretty papers relatively quickly. She says as 2 pages get stuck together. Okay. Oh, and I didn't show you the pours from the other night. I'm going to let that dry a bit. I'll show you the pours that we did on Sunday night. Okay, they are not cured in any way. There are still shiny bits of paint in areas. This was the December pouring challenge from Acrylic Pouring Facebook group. Wrong way. And I think it came out really cool. There's a lot of copper and there is bits of red glitter, copper and gold. Let's see if I can. And the folks over at the Facebook group seem to really like it. So that was cool. That's that one. And this is the one I made my grandson. This was to celebrate his high school football team's state championship on Saturday. We drove down there and watched the game, and it was absolutely amazing. Every time I think about it, I start crying. I'm just so proud of him. So, and if you go on my Facebook profile, you'll see he's in the header graphic. Good old number 65. So, yeah, this has some really cool stuff going on in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their team is called the Wildcats. And I'm going to take the logo and I'm going to paint it on in this corner. And then over here, if I can get a good picture of the... yeah, I was worried that this was going to sink. It stayed right where it was. But it is not cured by any means. There are still ribbons of paint that I'm telling you, if I were to put my finger on it, I could pull it right off. So, and then over here, I think what I'll do is I'll try and get the trophy that says, I think it's DIIA, Delaware State High School Football Championship. You wanted purple, sorry. So his color, the team's colors were blue and orange. So let me put that away, and I'll show you the little ones that we did. Okay, these are the 2 tiles that we did. This one came out really cool. And this one I thought I had completely ruined, but I still love it. Those were 2 blown flowers. Hello, Christina! This was just copier paper, and I had a lot of pink left over, so I just poured it on here, and that will make, you know, some really pretty ATCs or something. And you can see this big pile of glitter here. And that was another one that I did on cardboard. And here are all the other cardboard ones. See, not everything has to be a fancy canvas, you know. You put that in an envelope and you send it to somebody in Happy Mail, and I think it pretty much make their day. And if I use my heat gun on this, I can flatten this out. This is, I think, a cereal box. That was just a bunch of different pours. I pour the leftovers on there. And this one has kind of a dramatic look to it. Here's another one. And this one again is multiple pour, multiple cups poured onto it. So that's what we did on Sunday. Put them out of the way. So let's see, maybe this is dry enough now. I'll go with it's dry enough. Where'd it go? There it is. Ah, gosh. Okay, this is Rust-Oleum Metallic Accents. And if you get it on sale, it can be anywhere from like $5 to $9. It's 32 ounces. And it's all pearlized. And man, this stuff is fantastic. And it comes in, I don't know, a dozen or more colors. It's a really nice paint. And I've had this since... I've been using this since July, and there's still about an inch or so in the bottom. I'm hoping I don't ruin it. I think that's probably more than enough. Yeah, holding breath. Yeah, I know, right? And guess what, guys? This is Painty paper too. Last week when we were doing this, I was just pouring the Bombay inks on here in a puddle and just slapping the paint down in there. Trying to get the crusties off of here. Oh, come on. Now it wants to peel off. Just smooth down, please. There. Okay. Yeah, I love draw papers. They're fantastic. Okay, here goes nothing. Of course, I put too much paint on here. The suspense is killing you. I just put my finger in it. Okay. All right, what color was I going to put on this? Or was I just going to pick it up? I am just going to pick it up, and we're going to hope that it will pull everything off with it. I'll leave this on here for a good long while. And hopefully we'll get a very, very, very colorful pull. Don't smear, dagnabbit. Moving because I put too much paint on here. That's the problem. If you put too much paint on your jelly plate, your paper will just kind of want to skid right off. I'm going to take a peek and see if it's picking it up yet. No, I want it to pick up some more. Let's see if we can't help it along a little bit. Good old trusty heat cannon. Okay. It's very grungy, but there's a lot of purple and pink and gold in here. It looks really, really grungy. I don't know if you can see all the colors that are in here. And I'm going to try and get another print. Okay. It retained quite a bit of the pattern from the wallpaper. Oil slick, yeah. This pulled off. This will pull off a good one. Oh, guys, wait till you see this one. Check this out. Look at that. Come on, straighten out. This has all the background colors. Doesn't that look cool? That's all metallic. See? Isn't that cool, guys? Yeah, that one really came out good. And when you look real close up, you can see some small dendritics going on. Let's see if you can see them. And this one is very juicy yet, but the pearl is just amazing. And you can see there's a whole pile of pearl paint right here in the corner that's still all wet. But that's really cool. That's going to take a while to dry. Let me go put these somewhere to dry. Okay. Yeah, so my plate is basically clean. There's a little bit of shiny stuff left. There's a little bit of blue and some purple and pink. So, and you can just keep adding to it. Let's try that is green blue, and this is green blue, so those are the same. But then we have blue green. That one's already opened, so we can do that one with this. A little schmutz, yeah, exactly. Now you really want a jelly plate. Your first place to go when you stop watching this is to pop over to Stacey Evans Pink Poodle Crafts and go check out her videos and search for jelly plate recipe. You've just ordered one. So yeah, definitely you can make the supplies if you want, and that way you can make it yours, you know, the shape that you want. You can make round ones, you can make, you know, square ones, rectangles, and try and make them, you know, at least 1/2 inch thick. This is a good like 3/8 inch thick. So you want it to have enough, you know, enough thickness. The bright colors, oh God, and on the tape, so she just smushes the paint all over here and then picks it up with the tape. I'll have to go check it out. I love Shannon Green with a passion. I would so stalk that woman if I were in Arkansas. And maybe we'll go with this color. Why not? Don't put so much paint on, Melissa. Okay. Oh, you have to be up at 5:30 in the morning. Oh, you poor slob. I'm sorry. And when it dries, she outlines the designs in white or black. Oh, God. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Oh, like the clown vomit papers, which she called unicorn or rainbow papers, and I called them clown vomit. And that's what this was. This had started out like that. Okay. What pattern can we use now? Okay. Let's go Christmassy kind. Well, it's not really Christmassy. I think these things look like snowflakes. Large washi. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Okay. Put that paint over there. Guess I could zoom in a wee bit more. Ooh, that came out pretty. Her channel is Shannon Green. Let's see. Just Shannon Green, that's it. Yeah, check out the recipes on Poodles tomorrow, yeah. Oh, wow! Look at that. This almost reminds me of, and some of you probably aren't old enough to remember this, but dittos. You remember dittos? You always had to smell the ditto pages that came off the mimeograph machine. That is really cool. Okay. And that's got a real pretty design on there. So let's go for this. Yes, I love that smell. Yep. And this is HP premium printer paper, and it's really bright white, and it's nice, and it has a nice weight to it. The whiteout. Yeah, remember the whiteout? Carbon paper, the toner, yeah, the toner ink, yeah. Is my hand? I'm looking at the camera, you know, on YouTube, and it almost looks like my hand is bruised. It might very well be. It got smacked pretty good. Okay, guys. Look at that. Is that not cool or what? Boy, that came out really good.
Can you do the apple?
No, not yet.
Time to do it.
I'm not ready yet.
Time to do it.
I am still doing things.
You can continue doing things after the apple.
Let's try. Let's try those. That pattern really came out good. They really came out good. He sounds like your I know. And in a few seconds more, he'll be saying, "It's 10 o'clock, time to end the show. Get off. End the show." Once I'm down in North Carolina full-time in my studio, he can't do that anymore. Because I can lock the door. And he'll be up here in New York. I can do all-nighters if I want. Because I tend to be a night owl. My inspiration usually hits around 10 o'clock at night. It's going to be dramatic, yes. Men are no fun, I know. Okay. Yeah, Melanie has a shed, right? A she shed, yeah. Yep. Just remember, guys, second floor of my barn is going to be a home for a flop house for wayward artists. And I will have a guest desk in my studio. All right, so I think I want kind of a... we'll try this one. This is, it doesn't have a lot of the flock. It's not high relief. So this will probably be a little quieter. Oh, that's cool. Oh my God. I'm busy. I'm busy. Give her the cookies yourself. I'm busy. Where is the farm? My farm is in Ashe County, North Carolina. It is the very northwest corner of the state. I am 20 minutes from Virginia, 20 minutes from Tennessee, and I am high in the mountains of North Carolina. It is heaven on earth. Look at that, guys. Wow. It truly is heaven on earth. I have 70 glorious acres, hence 70-acre studio. And, yep, it's heaven on earth. Chattanooga, well, get in the car, girl. I'm about maybe 2 hours or so out of Knoxville.
You don't have a driveway, right? You can run over this thing?
Yeah, I do, actually, this one, but I don't need to. I know. Look at how good that turned out. And you can still see the shimmer. Sanjay, take a hike. Now we'll do... And you don't have to do this on, you know, all white paper. I think it's easier for you to see the subtleties by using the white paper on camera. But you could be doing this on book text, on music sheets, on anything you have. That's fantastic, Pam. That's wonderful. Pam did 24 sheets with her first ever plate while she was watching. That's fantastic, Pam. Congratulations. See, yeah, you can do it on text. Go get yourself an old book or dictionary, encyclopedia from Goodwill or the library, because the library sells books or gives them away. Look at that. The pattern is very subtle, but it is there. And look at all that yummy glimmer. That came out really good. Uh-oh. Sheila ordered one. Uh-oh, you missed the creating. Sorry, Christina. I just did these two. You have a small stack of text blocks from books. Yeah. Yeah, because I tear the here, look at this. This is my contract law textbook from school. And I wanted the cover. And now I just tear the pages out as I need them. All right, so that's those. And we're almost done with the wallpaper that I pulled. Let's see, we could do maybe, let's see, some of this, because this is like a camo pattern. And then maybe some of this on top of it. And someone was yelling purple. So here's the purple. I'll just do these colors.
Carbonated apple juice?
Sure. You can sit for hours with my jelly plate. Oh yeah, I know. Hang on, guys. Hubby just brought me a drink of carbonated apple cider. And still having trouble swallowing. It doesn't go down. Okay, do we want another color in the mix? Oh, I have some of this dark purple. Yeah, I do have pain because it won't go down. It's the Aleve, because I hadn't taken Aleve in well, a couple weeks, I guess. But when I fell yesterday, I needed something. I was really hurting. So hubby gave me some Aleve last night, and I was spent all night having to sleep sitting up because I was gagging. And all day today I can't eat. So I have had them done in the past. I do have a hiatal hernia. I do take Prilosec. The Prilosec is no longer working. So what I've been doing is I have been taking Pepsid in the afternoon, and that's been fine. But the problem is I took Aleve last night, and now I'm paying for it. I haven't been able to eat all day, and I try and put something down, it wants to come right back up. It gets stuck. So I have an appointment with my gastro guy on December 19th. And I'm going to ask him to give me another endo. I just had the other end inspected a couple years ago. Ah, oh well. Landed crooked. Magazines from the library? I'm always looking for magazines from the library, yeah. Vogue magazines and those high-end hoity-toity, they have great images. Really strange stuff sometimes. Get this out of my way. There you go. This one will last longer because it has kind of a coating on the top. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you, darling? Thanks for coming. Oh, this is so cool. Check that out. Isn't that cool? And now there's a good pattern on there. And yeah, this wallpaper has like a coating on it. So it should hold up a little bit better than the stuff that is supposed to be painted. And maybe I'll try one of these pages, because they have the pretty color on the border. This is something I learned from Shannon Green, in case you haven't, in case you don't know. She used watercolor concentrated liquids and drizzled them. She basically gutted a book. She took out all of the bridal magazines. Those are good too. She took the guts out of the book, and then she only used 3 colors. She used yellow, magenta, and cyan watercolor liquids, and just drizzled them across the borders with an eyedropper. And you get this lovely border on all of these papers. It's just fantastic. And what better way to use linear algebra? Who says you don't use math? So let's see how this turns out. And if I don't muck it up, we'll have a purple border for the next print. Okay. It's very dark and dramatic. But you can still see the pattern. Okay. So we just did that. Now maybe we can do some dark blues. Okay, that's dark blue. And I have this color blue. And then I have, that's the new one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Nope. Wrong paint. I'm dumb. Hang on. I'm digging. There it is. I love this color. This is Folk Art Ice Blue Metallic. £18 turkey. Oh my God. How did that go? Yeah, your parents came down for kind of a surprise, huh? I would have been having a coronary. Okay, so that's light blue. I love leftovers, yeah. Oh my God, you couldn't even pick it up. Oh God, Janet. What time should I be there? Janet's folks want her to make lasagna with meatballs and sausage on the side. Oh yes. Wow, that's fantastic. I love the people who don't really think about it, and or they get this massive turkey from their job, and they get all ready. You know, when they spend the days trying to thaw it out and marinate it and do all the stuff that they're going to do, and they put it in the roasting pan and they open up the oven, and guess what? It doesn't fit. Then what do? You got this massive bird sitting there and you have no way of cooking it. I like my new oven at the farm. It has a split oven, and you can turn one part of it off. So you have the top part and you have the lower part. And if you pull out the divider, exactly. If you pull out the divider, then you can, what do you call it? Have a big oven. Or if you're only making like a pizza, you just use the top part. I didn't show you this one. This is going to be delicate, I think. It's going to look pretty. Take the oven out, rack out. Yeah. All right, let me put these out of the way. Get out of my way. I got no room. Things migrate on my desk. Have you ever noticed that? I mean, no passports, no nothing. They just encroach wherever they want. Oh, you showed how you made your turkey on your cooking show. I'll have to go watch. Look at that, guys. Is that not pretty? Oh, well, thanks for being here, Christina. Ah, wow. Look at that. That looks like that blue Delftware. Those dishes. Okay, put that there. You split the turkey. Oh, that's a good idea. Split the turkey and put it inside down towards the rack and cook it that way. That's a good idea. Let's hope this one comes out good. Well, don't go away, guys, because you see this stack of textured wallpaper? That's tonight's giveaway. I'm feeling extra generous tonight. And yes, I know I still have several packages I need to mail out. Falling didn't help. Okay. Oh, wow, guys. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Look at that. All the purples and the pinks and the oranges. This one just glows. Isn't that beautiful? Here's this one and here's this one. Hi, Michelle. How are you, darling? Okay. And now this is getting some pretty colors on it. All right. I will do the drawing now, and we'll find out who wins this wonderful stack. And that's about good 3/4 inch of paper here. And you're having a downpour? Right now we just have wind. The rain seems to have let up. It'll probably start here in a few minutes, Janet. Janet lives on the south shore of Long Island. I'm on the north shore. So that's usually how it goes. So this is going to be the drawing for tonight. You'll have plenty of wallpaper to play with. And you know what? When you're done, when you are done with all of you know, painting this and everything and using it, you make a journal out of it. Because I've been using a lot of wallpaper in my journals and they really come out well. All right, so I need to uncover my keyboard so I can type. Now, if you've won in the past month, we'll pick somebody else. Now, last time we did this, it kept picking PJ. And I think I hope that doesn't happen again tonight. But let's do this. Where did my mouse go? Come on. There we go. Oh, nope. There we go. Come on. You can do it. There. Okay. Aha, and now all the folks are starting to come out of the woodwork. Hello, Tanya, how are you? All right, let's try this. That's right, be here. Joyce Boring! Have you won recently? No, you bought 3 pieces from my auction, but you haven't won. Joyce, my love, you haven't won recently, have you? Because I have paintings that I have to send you, so I can just, I'll reopen the package and I'll add these in there. It actually... I told you so. Wow, I can't. No, you haven't. All right. That's good. That's fantastic. Okay, so Joyce Boring has won tonight's giveaway. And yeah, that's fantastic. Congratulations, Joyce. I actually have your package staring me in the face, along with everybody else's package. So I will, this may not fit in there because you bought 3 albums from me. So then these will not fit. I'll just toss these in another envelope. But yes, congratulations. That's wonderful. That was you, purple, huh? Well, I did the purple and then I did blue. So now I'm going to do a wee bit of gold. And what else? Boy, that wallpaper is pretty. You're welcome, Joyce. Thank you, Oh, Nightbot. Yeah. Now, don't forget, Joyce, you have to send Nightbot the check. You promised. What other color can I stick in here? I have the gold. Maybe some blue. I like the Snoopy happy dance, yeah. There's some blue, and somebody said purple, so there, I'll use this. I'm so happy for you, Joyce. And I will get these out. I mean, if you have purchased anything for me, or if you are going to give as a gift anything that you have won, you will get it in time for the holidays. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do my level best to get everything that I owe folks out on Friday. Some things, like the ornaments that... who won last week? the ornaments that folks won last week. I had to wait almost a week because it was kind of humid up here for those suckers to dry so I could put finish on them. And the finish is still kind of tacky. So I have to wrap them in, what do you call it? Like parchment or wax paper so they don't stick. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing this time? We have this lovely piece of wallpaper. I'm doing it almost... Oh, you almost woke up, hubby. Well, you have to pay Nightbot for picking your name. Isn't that the agreement you had? I'm joking, darling. Okay. That's no way to treat Nightbot. Oh boy, you're not even going to give him a kiss? Oh, come on, Joyce. Give him a little something, something. Wow, look at that. That is so beautimous. Now it's starting to rain a little bit here. Wow. That is cool beans. Oh, and folks, Epiphany Craft Studios is my daughter-in-law, Carrie, and she has a show tomorrow at 7:30, and it involves, excuse me, I have something wedged in my chest, so I have the hiccups. She's doing something to do with wire, but it's a surprise. So check out her channel. Well, thanks for being here, Sheila. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Patricia, well, Patricia's in Arizona. Janie is in Arizona. But Janet and I are, I guess, maybe 30 miles apart. Oh, wow. Look at that. You can see the squiggle from the gold. Yeah, I really don't like the squiggle bit. I'll have to remember not to do that. Oh, wonderful, Kimberly. Yeah, Carrie's a lot of fun, and my son provides comedic relief. He, he likes to goof around and have a good time. So, yeah, he'll be on there. So let's do some metallic green. And I'll try not to do a ribbon. I'll do little drops instead. Oh, that's good, PJ. This is pure gold. This is antique gold. And, oh, copper. Where's the copper? You can throw a couple of those prints. Okay, I could do that. Then I'll have to make more for the swap. Yeah, because this is all leading up to our first Facebook group swap. We're going to launch it after the holidays, the middle of January. We're going to celebrate my retirement. And we're going to do a swap of Painty papers, a minimum of 20 papers. And you can sign up for as many partners as you like. Oh, this is screaming camo. I wasn't going for camo. Sorry, guys. So the papers have to be a minimum of 5 by 7. So if you have the small Gelli plate, that's good. And what do you call it? Let's see. We're doing grunge now because we have kind of camo going on. So there's going to be a minimum of 5" by 7" or as large as you want. Oh, you did them on your show. That's wonderful, Emily. I can't wait. I'll have to go look. Oh, some red in there. Oh, well, do I have red? That's one color I'm lacking. I have this pearlized stuff. No, actually that's orange. I do have that, but it's not, it's very liquidy. I guess I could try that. Well, that kind of raises it out of the camo area, unless you've just been hunting, so yeah. All right, now it has it's camo after a kill. That's what you wanted, right, Em? That's what you got. It kind of looks Christmassy. We'll see. All right, so we'll go with this pattern. It's just kind of just wrinkled paper texture. Well, I think I'm subscribed to you, Kimberly. Let me retrieve my mouse and pop over here, and I will go to your channel and I will subscribe if I'm not. I'm pretty sure I am. Nope, I'm not. But now I am, and I rang your bell. So now I can watch your videos when you put them out. I don't mind, life in general being involved in your videos. That's, you're not an entertainer. You're a human being, and you have a life. So I get that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I find it endearing because then I get to know you better. Okay, this one's for Emily. It's camo after the kill. Hey, it didn't work. Bugger. Let's try another brayer and see if that helps. Oh, stop. Yeah, well, that was kind of a fail. All right, I'll try it on this side. That red paint may be too liquidy, too juicy. Oh, I have to ring your bell. Okay, hang on, guys. Popping over to Mary West. I try and subscribe to everybody that I know has a channel, but I know that some folks don't have. There you go. I have subscribed, and I have rung your bell. I try to subscribe to all of my subbies, you know, just to be courteous. But sometimes I forget. And some folks, you know, they don't do videos, they just watch. So it doesn't do me much good to subscribe. Wow, this is really, it has a lot of the blue from below it. And I see some purple in there, but, you know, it's still colorful. Okay. So, yeah, not successful. Not all of them work. This one is a dud. We can try this one. I know that this one works. Let's do... And I'll do the metallic copper and some gold. And with the colors that are currently on the plate, it should make it look like it's tarnished. Let's see, maybe a little. You were singing the song? You like, yeah, the wallpaper turned out good. All right. Oh, this one looks very fallish. Okay. These books fill up fast. And you can turn them right into glue books or collage books, journals for no reason. Okay, let's try this. Doesn't quite fill the whole page, but this one does work. I've used it as a stamp. Come on, pieces of paper. There you go. How many Painty papers do we need for the swap? For each partner that you want to swap with, you need 20. Hello, Sean. How are you? How is the back? I can one-up you. I fell down the stairs on some ice the other day. Almost broke myself. Yep, 20 pages per partner. No, I won't miss the ice. It does get cold enough down, you know, in the mountains to have snow and ice. Okay. Now the pattern is quite faint and it's only on the bottom portion, but it looks nice. It's nice and grungy. I still have a couple more sheets that we haven't used yet. So maybe I will add some of this. I like this. I like to mix oranges and yellows and magentas. I just think it makes a really vivid combination. So we had copper down there below, and now I'm going to add a wee bit of orange. And then I'll try and add some more magenta, which is, where is it? Right here. Do the papers for the swap have to be painted on both sides? No. Only if you want to. You know, if you saw me here tonight, I had a couple of fails, and what I did was I just flipped them over and I printed on the second side. So you don't have to do both sides, but if you want to, you may certainly do so. And like I said, guys, when you're done with this wallpaper and it doesn't print nicely anymore, you can make journals out of it, or you can just cut it up and use it in your projects. So brayer this. Hello, little C. How are you, darling? I'm hanging in there. I'm sore, and my leg is still quite swollen. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm a tough old bird. And I have lots of padding. Ooh, that's so bright and vivid. It's camo for girls. No kill required. Oh, look at that. I've gotten to the end of the book. Oh, here's a page. Boy, that's pretty. You can fill these books up quick. What? No, not yet. Why? Yeah, we can do that in a minute. I'm just doing this one last print. This one's really cool. Kind of looks like a motherboard. It doesn't have a high relief, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Give him another cookie, yeah. Ooh. That's pretty. Yep, you've been here almost all night. Ooh, that's cool. That's got a neat pattern. Oh my God. Wow, look at that, guys. That is so bright and pretty. Oh, lay down. There. And let's see. Let's do some more blues. Why not? Come on. Not that much.